Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Physics Tricks. So let's start with the kinematics questions. And in this first question, as you can see, find the distance and displacement for a body moving from A to B and B to C in the given figure AB, which is equal to BC, and that is equal to 5 meter. So AB is given, that is 5 meter. BC is given, that is 5 meter. We want what is called as the AC, right? We want what is called as the AC. So this AC, so this is 60 degree, this is 5, this is 5, this must be 60 degree and this must be 60 degree, right? If this is 5, this is 5, then this must be 5 meter. Why? Because it is a equilateral triangle we have. So what is the distance traveled? Distance is the actual path traveled by an object. So actual path traveled by an object is A to B, 5 meter, plus B to C, 5 meter. It will become 10 meter. And what about the displacement? Displacement is the shortest distance between the 2 points. Displacement is the shortest distance between the 2 points A and C. Shortest distance is 5 meter. So 5 meter from A to C. So we have 10 meter and 5 meter from A to C, that is option B. Okay, now in this question it is given a relation between time t and distance x is t is equal to alpha x squared plus beta x, where alpha and beta are constants, then retardation is, right? So over here time t is equal to alpha x squared plus beta x. If you differentiate time with respect to distance, that is dt by dx, you will get d by dx of alpha x squared plus d by dx of beta x, isn't it? So if you just differentiate this, you will get alpha, differentiation of x square is 2x, plus beta, differentiation of x is 1. So now we have 1 divided by dx by dt. And what is this 1 divided by dx by dt? It is velocity, right? At rate of change of displacement. So which is equal to 2 alpha x plus beta. 2 alpha x plus beta. So therefore velocity we have is 1 divided by 2 alpha x plus beta. So I hope this is clear now. 2 alpha x plus beta. Now differentiate this velocity with respect to time. You will get acceleration. dv by dt is acceleration, which is equal to minus 1 divided by 2 alpha x plus beta whole squared into differentiation of argument, whatever the argument is there, 2 alpha x plus beta. Now acceleration we have is minus 1 divided by 2 alpha x plus beta whole squared into 2 alpha, here dt, 2 alpha into differentiation of x we have is with respect to time is velocity. So you will get 2 alpha v into this 1 by alpha x plus 2 alpha x plus beta is the velocity. So you can write it as velocity squared with negative sign. You will get minus 2 alpha v cube. Now what does this negative sign represents? It is the negative of acceleration, indicates the retardation, isn't it? So negative of acceleration, which is negative of negative 2 alpha v cube. So a dash we have is 2 alpha v cube. So I hope this is clear to you all. Next question we have. And that is a car covers the first half of its distance between two places at a speed of 40 km per hour and the second half at a speed of 60 km per hour average speed. So average speed when the distance is same is equal to 2 v1 v2 divided by v1 plus v2, and when the time is same, so this is distance is same, right? Distance is same, and when the time is same, we have average speed is equal to v1 plus v2 divided by 2. So what is 2 v1 v2 divided by v1 plus v2? 2 v1 is 40, v2 is 60 divided by 100. So 0 0 0 0 get cancelled. We'll get 48 km per hour is the average speed. So if they would have given time is same, so you have to just apply v1 plus v2 divided by 2. Here first half of its distance is equal given, so you have to apply 2 v1 v2 divided by v1 plus v2. Next, a particle move A to B in a semicircular path of radius 7 meter and then move to origin O, center of the circle. Find the distance covered by the particle here, right? So A to B, this point is B we have. So from A to B, then B to center O. So distance is the actual path which we have. Distance is the actual path. So A to B is 2 pi r divided by 2, because it is half the circumference of a circle, plus whatever this is, and that is a radius r. So this two get cancelled. We have r in bracket pi plus 1. So you will get this is equal to r we have is 7. This is 22 by 7 plus 1, and if you just solve this, you will get 22 plus 7, and that is 29 meter. What about the displacement? Displacement we have is initial position divided by displacement. Just a minute. Displacement we have is initial position and the final position. So this is the displacement, that is from A to O, 7 meter. So that is B option. Here C option. Next question. A body moves 4 meter towards east. Body moves 4 meter towards east. Okay. 3 meter towards north. 3 meter towards north. The ratio of displacement to the distance. Displacement we have is this one, shortest path, that is root of 16 plus 9. So displacement we can write shortest distance between the 2 points. Displacement is equal to root of 16 plus 9, which is equal to root of 25, which is 5 meter. And what about the distance? Distance is the actual path travel, that is 4 plus 3, that is equal to 7 meter. And we want displacement to the distance, displacement to the distance ratio, and that is equal to 5 divided by 7, which is x by 7. So x we have is 5 meter. X we have is 5 meter. So I hope this is clear. Next question. The ratio of numerical values of average speed and average velocity of body is always, see, average speed and average velocity, we can write it as distance by time, that is total distance by total time. Here displacement by time, total displacement by total time. So over here time get cancelled, we'll get distance by displacement. Okay now, and we know that whenever, right, if you have 2 points A and B, if you wanted to calculate the displacement, you have to go in a straight line, isn't it? You have to go in a straight line. So this is the shortest path which we have. If you take any other path other than the displacement, that path is longer than this one, isn't it? So can we say distance is always greater than or equal to the displacement? So that indicates distance by displacement. If you just divide this both side by displacement, it must be greater than or equal to unity. So it is unity, not possible less than unity, not possible unity or more, possible less than unity, not possible. So unity and more is the answer. Next question. Displacement covered by a body in one revolution around a circle is, see, for a circle, if you take the displacement, that means initially at this point A and finally also the position of the particle will be at the same point. What is the final and initial point's shortest distance? It is the same point, indicates it is 0, as initial and final point are at same point, distance is equal to 2 pi into r. But what about the displacement? Displacement is the shortest distance between the 2 points. It is 0. So answer for this is 0. They want displacement, that's why it is 0. Next, in uniform motion, which kinematics quantity is always remain same? Uniform motion indicates velocity is constant. Velocity is constant. Therefore, what about the acceleration? It is rate of change of velocity. No. So it is d by dt of constant indicates it is 0 meter per second squared. So yes, acceleration is 0. Then we have average velocity and instantaneous velocity remain same for every instant. For which type of motion? It must be uniform motion. Why? Because equal distance in equal interval of time. So if you consider at any instant, right, if you have 1 meter in 1 second, then 2 meter in 2 seconds, in 3 meter in 3 seconds, 4 meter in 4 seconds. As you can see, at this point if you consider, it is 1 meter per second. At this point if you consider 1 meter per second, indicates at each and every instant the speed, the velocity, instantaneous velocity, average velocity will remain same. So that is why it is the uniform motion. Next, if car covers 2/5 of the total distance, 2/5 of the total distance with a speed v1, right? 2/5 of the total distance, 2/5 of d with the speed v1, and 3/5 of the total distance with speed v2. Average speed we want. So what is the average speed? Average speed is always, remember, it is total distance by total time. Total distance we have d and total time we have t1 and t2. So that's why t1 plus t2, which is equal to total distance divided by, what is t1 then? Distance by speed, 2d divided by 5v1 plus, what is distance? 3d divided by 5v2. So we have average speed is equal to d divided by d in bracket 2 by 5v1 plus 3 by 5v2. So this d get cancelled, which is equal to we have 5v1 v2 divided by 2v2 plus 3v1. Just the calculation, right? So 5v1 v2 divided by 2v2 divided by 3v1 indicates option D is the correct option we have. So I hope all these questions are clear to you all.